Welcome to the TVMusic Network Podcast with Phyllis and Belinda. I'm Phyllis.
And I'm Belinda.
And today we're going to be talking about that emotional, exciting American Idol where the top 10 was revealed. Now, this happened on Monday night. It was one of the first live shows of the season.
It was the first live show.
Well, yeah, it's true, because technically, yes, it was the very first live show of the season. And what happened was that Sunday night before, the top 14 all performed for America's Vote. And 7 of those contestants that America voted for went straight through to the top 10. And then the judges, Lionel Richie, Katy Perry, and Bryan, each got to pick one person to go through for to round out the top 10. Now, Belinda, talk a little bit about the episode and what did you think?
Well, first of all, let's talk about, we were concerned about, let's just say concerned. We were curious to know how they were going to pick it. Last year, we
were concerned a little bit. Right.
How they're going to pick it. This time, they made it sound like each judge was going to make a pick. And we talked about that in the last podcast, and that is what happened.
Right.
Each judge got to make a pick. But I wrote down who we thought was going to make it.
Yes. What were our predictions? Did we win? Did we hit the big lottery?
We hit everything but one.
Yes.
We have predicted, well, I guess we can say it now because
it's gone.
It's not like it's a spoiler. We predicted that the following people would get the vote. We said it would be Laine.
And we were right.
Laci.
We were right.
Jeremiah.
We were right.
Madison.
We were right.
Walker.
We were right.
Alejandro.
We were right.
The only person you had wrong, we both each had one wrong.
Yes.
You said Dimitrius would be the 7th person.
I thought Dimitrius would make it through to America's Vote. He had a really good performance of that Ed Sheeran song, and you could really see his vocal, and I thought he had a lot of like stage presence, and so I just figured he would just go straight.
So that's who you said, and then I said those same 6 people,
right?
And my 7th person I said would be Riley would make it.
Oh, Riley,
into the thing. So what happened was when we got to the thing, Laine did make it, Laci, Jeremiah, Madison, Walker, and Alejandro. Wait, was that the 7? 1, 2, 3,
and then
4,
the 7th person was
the 7th person ended up being Wade.
Mm-hmm.
And I did not have Wade making it.
I didn't have Wade making it either. I had him in like the 4, 5, 6. Maybe that would have been one of the ones the judges might have considered saving. I love his voice.
Yeah.
Wade to me has a fantastic voice. I don't think he's always been consistent in his performances though. And I think a little bit, I've said it before I think to you, I feel like he gets a little bit into his head. He's like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm here. Oh, this is so great. This is Hollywood. This is whatever. It's American Idol. I'm in the top 14. Now he's going to be like, I'm in the top 10. I can't believe it. And then forgetting that, wait a minute, it's still a competition. You still have to work. You still have to be ready. And it's not to say that he's not doing that, but I see the other side of it, the Hollywood side of it more than I see his performances. That's why I didn't necessarily put him in. He wasn't like one of my immediate top 10 people.
Yeah, he wasn't in your top 10 or in your saves. And you said the save-me's would be Raghu.
Yeah, which it was.
Uche and Raleigh. That's what you had said. I had said it would be Raghu, Uche, and Dimitrius, because I didn't think Dimitrius would get the vote. But what happened was, we did agree that Evelyn would be going home.
Right.
Ashley would be going home.
Right, we did.
And Eddie would be going home. We had Wade on there. So Wade was safe, but it made the top. Wade made the top 7 votes. He didn't have to be saved.
Yeah, he didn't even have to be saved.
Raleigh was in the bottom. They did not save her. So we pretty much only had one off.
Yeah,
so
that
we're
wasn't
doing
too
pretty
bad.
good. But let's talk about...
We're in touch with America.
Yeah, so basically the way they worked it out, Ryan was in the lounge with the contestants.
Not a fan of that lounge.
Yeah,
I kind of wish...
The issue is that it's in a basement. You have to come downstairs.
You have to travel up.
I'm trying to figure out where it is.
I don't know.
Oh, I think I know.
Some rafters underneath.
I think it's down probably like all leveled.
Right.
And the stage is higher up.
Yeah, the stage is raised.
That's why they're walking up, because you have to walk down the lounge, up the stairs to the stage. The stage is on a riser.
Yeah, and it was kind of
so
awkward.
it is on the flat level, like everything else at CBS.
Getting through that for the live show, but I don't know. Not a fan of the lounge.
They had chairs on one side that were the chairs you made it, and then chairs on the other side
that Ryan called the danger zone.
He called the danger zone.
Right.
I remember, I think it was season 13.
And that was on stage.
Everyone sat down, and your chair would light up, and then you would feel the vibration.
Oh, yeah,
and you would know, and they were red. They would stay red the whole episode. They would turn green. And I did not like that. All is forgiven. Bring that.
Bring the lighted chairs back.
Because Ryan in the line, then at one point, he was walking you all the way up to tell your results. He walked Laci. Then Raleigh, he just told her right in the lounge.
Yeah.
Then there was a point where they're sitting in the lounge with Bobby Bones, and Bobby is wearing the exact same shirt as Alejandro.
Right. Looks like they were twins or something.
Do a duet? I was like, who is that? Are we going to do a duet? Oh, it's Bobby. What is going on? And why didn't he, when he walked in there, before the show started, saw Alejandro was wearing that. Why didn't he just go put another shirt on?
Take his shirt off,
I'm sure there's a whole word. It just looked so odd.
It did look odd.
It was like, you were the boys. It would have just, it just looked odd. So I think they scrapped that whole lounge bit. Now that the show's over.
Not a fan of the lounge.
Maybe it'll work better.
That's all I can say.
They can sit in the lounge now. You're about to perform.
Right.
But when it gets to result night, just bring everybody on stage.
Yeah,
you
just
can
sit them
still
on
put
stage.
the drama in. You can still put, past seasons back when Nigel was there, they knew how to put drama, and Nigel was there.
About Nigel Lithgow,
on our last podcast,
the former American Idol producer, who is now the producer of So You Think You Can Dance.
And he was there. But back in those days, they would know how to do the drama, and this drama they were trying to do, and it just didn't work. Plus, it's a live show. And the first live show, looks like the contestants were a little bit confused at one point. We'll start with Madison.
I'll give everybody a pass because it was, the first show.
And I'm sure they do a complete run-through.
Sure.
And they rehearse, but it should have been, but I think the whole direction between the lounge and here and there, because the first person that came up was Madison. So they call you up. We'll start with Madison. Ryan brings you up. He talks to you. How do you feel? You're nervous. You did a good job. They all said, I'm nervous, or, thanks, America, whatever.
Right.
And then he goes, and are you safe? And then he goes, and he does, you were safe.
Right.
Then
you made it.
You're safe. He has explained the zone area. So she started to leave with the zone. He's like, oh, no. You need to
you have to sing. And you're like, I have to sing.
Were a little bit confused by that because they were going from the lounge to the stage, this to that. Plus, they're nervous. So
then these were just like I'm singing and I'm victory singing, right? These weren't.
It was a little bit of both. It was like you're either singing for your life or you're singing because you've made it.
But you weren't singing for next week's vote.
No, you weren't singing for next week's vote, which could also be confusing.
Right.
If you didn't know the rules. So I think I would have picked a song that was so powerful because if I had to save myself.
Right.
But it sounds like some of the contestants were kind of like, if I'm safe, I'm going to do an original. So, or I'm safe, I'm going to do so. It just seems, or maybe they didn't perform it with all their strength, knowing that it didn't count as the votes.
Or you're intense and emotional,
you're so intense. Because when she did sing, and Madison sang You and I by Lady Gaga, she started to get a little bit emotional because she found she just made it.
Right.
So that's always a little hard thing. But how do you think she sounded? No surprise she made it.
Yeah, no one was surprised that she made it, which, good for her. She worked really hard. I liked You and I thought it was really good. Very strong vocals, even that shone through, even with her emotion and stuff that you could read into, like, oh my God, I'm safe, I need to make it, I don't even know what to say, I don't know what to do during all that. Again, I still feel like she's imitating in a sense.
Yes.
Everyone, just like, I can sing the big divas. I'm the big diva girl. I want her to just sing a different song one time, or just show me that emotion maybe with something original, or show me that emotion with something I didn't think. Was she on the piano? No. I can't remember. But I don't know.
Think so.
I just feel like, again, she was just like, she has the strongest voice. She has the best personality. She belts out those performances. She is, a little diva in the making. But I just wish she'd say something different.
I don't see this diva in the making. I don't see diva in the making when Lucas talking about. I don't see the Kelly Clarkson.
I see diva in the making.
I don't see
Kelly Clarkson. I don't see
Kelly Clarkson. I was always just like, they're hyping her up so big that this could be a fall. And you just stop hyping her up like that.
Diva in the making.
Just tell her she's doing great. She's doing a good job.
Right.
She's doing so. But diva in the making, Kelly Clarkson.
Okay, not Kelly Clarkson. That part I don't see.
But I don't see Diva in the Making.
By Diva in the Making, I'm defining Diva in the Making as someone with a very powerful voice who can sing any song that is given to her. And that usually happens with the big, great voices.
Don't see it.
That's the way I describe Diva in the Making.
I remember last time they kept saying Diva, Diva, Diva on one of these shows. I think it was Jessica Sanchez.
Right.
They kept comparing her to, and whatever.
Whitney Houston? I can't remember what her comparisons were.
I don't see it with Madison. And not to say I don't like Madison, but the Diva thing.
She's getting a lot of hype.
Yeah.
And I mean, as are a lot of the other top 10 contestants too. Oh my God, the hype is ridiculous.
There's
sometimes.
a lot of hype going on.
But I don't know. Hers, I think, stands out the most because the Kelly Clarkson name keeps popping out there, and you're like, Kelly Clarkson, really? No, you got to earn it.
Yeah.
No, you got to work your way to it. It's not there yet.
Again, they could be saying it because based on season 1, when you saw Kelly Clarkson American Idol, and most of us who watched that season, you definitely did not think Diva in the Making. You definitely didn't think, oh my gosh, she's the one to watch. You definitely, didn't think that until she sang that song, and it was like, where did she come from? At least I thought that same thing,
Right.
But we'll see.
Yeah, we will. And congratulations to her for making it.
And Disney Week is next week, and that'll be a big test because a lot of these contestants won't be able to pick the safe songs. They won't be able to pick.
Yeah, but she'll pick
that show their thing.
I don't know what she'll pick, but I'm guessing it'll be a big, huge ballot.
Yeah, that's fine. I think it'll just give you something different because your choices are limited.
Right.
I could be wrong on that. We'll see on Sunday.
Yeah, we will.
All right. And then there was, we'll just talk about each person because I try to remember the order they were said they were safe in.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't have the order written down, so we'll just go by the people. Let's start with Alejandro. They saved Alejandro to the end.
Yeah.
And they had him and Uche in the end, and I was thinking to myself,
that was stressful.
I was thinking, it's very stressful. I was thinking, I wonder if Alejandro's not safe because they're holding him to the end.
Right.
Or they're holding Uche to the end because he's going to be emotional and he's going to have some crazy performance.
Right.
They want to save that to the end. I think that was a play on the producers.
Right.
But Alejandro was safe. Uche was at the bottom. Alejandro sang his original song on piano. And it was excellent.
Right.
Because I was always curious about him playing some besides guitar.
Right.
He said he played multiple instruments. I asked about that after the show.
He said he didn't know how many instruments he played.
He didn't remember, but he goes, I play flute, and it was funny because Walker, you play flute?
Right.
Like, it was so funny.
I thought that was cute.
When they were being interviewed, when they interviewed them after the show. And I thought it sounded fantastic.
Right.
I'm curious to know what he's going to do next week.
I'm curious too, especially with Disney. There's a lot of things that he can do, but he can also flip a song.
I would like to see him just flip a Disney song.
Right.
I also like to hear him just not play an instrument, just sing.
Right.
Just sing, because people are concerned about his voice, and I like his whole style. I like everything.
I do too.
But I heard people saying, I don't know, he's always behind the guitar, and now the piano, and I like the MPD.
My man's, he's R&B, he's dance.
I'm curious to see him wearing a suit, because I heard they might be a little more dressed up.
Yeah.
Take off that plaid shirt.
Yeah, and give it back to Bobby.
Pull the hair back, and just sing it. I think that would be pretty impressive. And I think he should flip it when he sings it and whatever. But I'm very curious about him on Sunday for Disney Week.
Okay, now let's talk about Evelyn.
Yes.
Okay, because in the order, it was Madison.
Oh, okay, you have the order. Yes, it
was Evelyn. I don't have the exact order, but I know that Evelyn was the next person.
Yeah.
That was called out by Ryan to tell if she was in the danger zone, which means that she was in danger of going home, or if she was into the top 10. And she was in the danger zone. Yeah, first one in the bottom. And what it was sort of confusing. Because when he's picking people or calling people, he didn't say that he was calling them in no particular order.
Yeah, he called her on stage. I thought she was safe.
Yeah, I'm like, she's safe? I was very surprised that was happening.
I was like, oh my gosh, she's safe. That's going to throw what I wrote down.
Yeah, exactly.
And everybody else was kind of confused, like, oh my gosh, she's safe. And whatever, and then when he got up there, she looked like, am I safe? Because it was hard for me to hear.
I'm not sure. Am I safe? Am I not?
Down that basement.
Yeah, am I not safe?
Down the dungeon.
Yeah, exactly, in the dungeon.
So when the kid got out I think she was kind of confused too.
Yeah.
Then he was like, oh, you sang last night. And she looked like, oh, I'm not
Right. I'm not
I
saved.
looked like, okay, all right.
Right.
And then he went over the things, and I think he got a recap what the judges said or whatever. Are you saved? Then he said, unfortunately,
right, you're not.
You're not. So
right,
you're
right.
going to have to sing. And it was like she had to pull herself together because she was the first one.
Yeah, that's the one thing. It's
that's
like
the one thing
it's so intense, that whole hour or whole couple of hours of them, being up there, find out did they make it, did they not make it. Then it's a live show, so you're nervous because it's live. I don't know. I just felt like. Yeah, something.
I think that's another reason with the chairs too. The people I remember the year with the light up chairs, the contestant was so nerve wracking, sitting there the whole entire hour on stage.
Yeah, that's why they're in the lounge. That makes sense. Safe
would go backstage. So I guess maybe the lounge would think they're more relaxed. They kind of sit there drinking the water, where you're sitting right there in the audience in these chairs. I don't know if it's going to light up or not. So that could be another. That could be. But then again, that was seasons ago. But anyway.
So then Evelyn, her Save Me song for the judges that she picked was Dust in the Wind
by Kansas. Now, I love me some Dust in the Wind by Kansas.
Yes, I know you do.
By Kansas, because I'm old school.
Oh, my God. So old school.
Yes. I love it. I've seen Kansas live. That is their signature song.
Yep.
Makes you want to be the old days. Everybody's waving their hands.
And I think the strings are just beautiful.
Now it's the cell phone. It's
the lighted
with
cell
the strings, phone. Just the way he sings it, just the pronunciation of it.
Yep.
However,
I won't do it.
On a reality show, when you possibly have to be singing for your life.
Exactly.
Or singing to celebrate.
You don't pick Kansas.
You don't pick Dust in the Wind by Kansas.
I don't get it.
I do think I remember hearing Dust
I don't remember the choice
by Kansas once on another show. I think.
Which is fine.
Someone once taken the way. Blake Shelton could get away picking his contestant to sing Dust in the Wind. Everybody else, no. It just didn't work. And then she has like a certain tone, like her phrasing. One thing I liked about her was that her phrasing was different. But one thing I said in previous podcasts, you can't sing every song with that phrasing.
Right.
That's what I think happened when she sang Wicked Game and when she sang The Middle.
Right.
And it didn't work. There was notes she was hitting where it was like, oh, and there was notes that she was hitting. They were like,
yeah, it was an interesting.
And then we watched it back.
Arrangement.
They would show the judges, and you see the reaction because we were at the show. You're like, they were thinking,
right. It wasn't her best song, and I don't think it was her best night. So to me, it wasn't surprising that she ultimately was not saved.
And when the judges gave her response, Lionel nicely kind of gave her the kiss off and said, "This is just the start of your career," which means you're going to be off the show next week, and then you can start your career. And think how far you've come. It was just that kind of talk, and I felt bad for her because I liked her, and you knew then it wasn't going to be saved.
Right. Okay, who else?
Jeremiah,
yes.
Yeah, I'm going out of order how they picked because I don't have it written down, so I'm just going off the list. Jeremiah was saved, no surprise. He decided to sing his original, Almost Heaven, which he sang on his audition.
Right.
And it was beautiful.
I knew I'd heard the song before.
I knew I heard it before, but I wasn't sure. He got to do it longer. He did it without, he did the whole thing without.
It's a beautiful song.
It was a beautiful song. And he got an Instagram message from Elton John, which he said he found out right before the show. I would have freaked. I mean, Elton
about
John
the song he sang on Sunday night.
Not need to be on Instagram talking about anybody.
Because he's Elton John.
He's Elton John. But he posted a picture of Jeremiah and said, I forgot the exact words, but I was like, holy cow, wow. That was pretty darn impressive.
That was quite an endorsement for such a, famous singer-songwriter and composer.
Elton John. He said I was freaking out, so I knew he was freaking out. So he got it, and there he was. Then there was Eddie Island, who also sang Elton John, but Elton John didn't make an Instagram post about Eddie.
Oh, Eddie.
And we know he saw the show, or he at least saw the clips. I'm sure he watched that one too.
I'm sure he watched it with his hands on his forehead.
I'm sure
right now.
He was sitting both clips.
The way I'm doing, people can't really see, but and I just think, that's all I can say when it comes to that vocal performance of being.
So there was Eddie, and Eddie was not Saved by America.
No, he wasn't.
Surprise, surprised. And he sang "You Somebody"
by Kings of Leon.
I
love that song.
We haven't heard that song in a while.
And
you hear it every season on some show.
The next time I hear it, I want to hear it with a better vocal.
We heard it, and he had his look. He had his confidence. One thing about he's confident. He was confident. Sure. He had his look. I was thinking he's going to have fun with it. He didn't it looked like the first time he was kind of acting kind of serious.
I just don't know if Idol was the right choice for him.
And I don't think it was the right song. I don't think it was the right look.
I haven't.
But it seems like he wasn't joking. Like he was actually trying to sing for his life.
Yeah. But some of those keys were off.
I didn't care for it.
I just didn't like it at all.
I didn't care for it. I just haven't cared for a lot of the stuff he's done.
Right, me either.
And the first thing, Katy, and then Luke just was like, it just, do you, but it wasn't. They were trying to find nice words to say. And then Katy turned around and said, "You're great. You're fantastic. I love you a lot."
She was upset when he wasn't
in. She was very upset.
When his name wasn't called for the top 10. Like, really, Katy?
I think it's the song choices.
Yeah.
She actually said downright he's not picking the right songs. I don't think it's just the song choices.
I don't know.
The Jets was actually great for him to sing. It just didn't sound good. It's like
stylistically, it was great.
It looks better on paper, probably than it. Sometimes you pick something out that looks good on paper. You pick the outfit, you pick the rate with the song, and then when you do it, it doesn't come out.
But sometimes it doesn't look good on paper, but then it doesn't look good on camera either.
Yeah, but I thought it that way with Elton John. The whole concept probably looked good on paper.
Right, I don't know.
Check, and then it just
no check.
Yeah, I don't know. But somebody looks like it would probably sound good on paper. I just didn't care for it. It does sound good.
Yeah, I
didn't care for it.
Didn't like the arrangement.
Very upset.
Didn't like the way he started it.
And at that time, I kept thinking, is Katy going to use her one vote on him? I think she was thinking about it.
And I was like,
and probably waiting to see what was going to happen with everyone else.
And I was silently praying that she
Katy,
didn't.
Don't use your vote. Don't use it.
It's ultimately a competition show. Ultimately, a singing show. At one point, she had said that it wasn't a singing show, and I'm
she kept saying,
it is.
Yeah, I think she kept saying that. They keep saying that, so that way, some of the contestants without the stronger voices have a play with. Because Lionel keeps saying it's the entertainment business.
Yeah, if you don't have
keeps saying it's not, it's not. I think that's why they're saying it, because they're trying to justify why some, pitch perfect singers went home in previous rounds and some stayed. That's
I think the difference between the X factor, I like to use that word, and the it factor. It's like sometimes the people who are like have millions of albums and records sold aren't the best singers in the world, aren't the best,
we can name a bunch of
they're a good singer, they're a good performer, they have a good thing, and they have a way of attracting people, making people listen to them, and make people get into them. And
there's a lot of singers that don't have the best voices.
Exactly.
There's most of the ones I like have great voices, but there's some that you like.
Excuse me?
I'm just messing around.
Excuse me? I like superstars.
That's true. There's a lot of singers that you love.
I stand
that
superstars.
Are superstars. And there are singers that I love that aren't superstars.
Yeah, and I go, whatever happened to? And you go, oh, well, as a matter of fact, I just heard them on the record the other day. They have a new album coming out. And blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, all right, fine.
Yeah, there's a lot of them that I love to death.
And there's room for everybody.
But
not in this top 10.
But not in this top 10.
Okay, so who else we got next?
But, so, I think that's what it is. I think they don't want to use the word X Factor or the voice because
it factor. How's that?
Or it factor. I think that's why Lionel's saying entertainment business.
Yeah.
Katie's saying you have the best vocals. Lionel's saying this is an entertainment business.
Right.
Because there is certain singers that are on the top of the chart, and you're wondering how they're not the best of singers, how they are, and they have that entertainment factor.
They have that factor that people just love. And that's
what I think Katy was seeing with Eddie.
No, not Eddie.
But I think Eddie's going to be fine.
Yeah.
Eddie's
Eddie.
Tour.
Eddie 5 years from now. Eddie 10 years from now. Maybe. Eddie yesterday. No.
No to you. But
no to me.
I think Eddie was very...
America, apparently.
And Eddie was great. When we talked to him after the show, sometimes they're upset. He was fine. He's just like...
Yeah, he's ready to head back to Nashville. He's ready to go.
He's going to be booking a little tour. He's going to have Eddie Island followers with their buttons.
I did actually want a button.
He's thinking, we should have asked him for a button.
Yeah, we should have got one. Oh, well.
Ask him. Anyway,
Eddie, if you're listening to this, send us a button.
Send us a button. Ignore all that stuff.
Eddie from here. Take all the stuff that Phyllis said about you as a learning tool to further your career and move on in the business.
He's
just like everyone else.
Well, he had basically told us that when someone asked about reality shows, he said, "Oh no, I'm doing reality shows. My next stop is Saturday Night Live."
Yeah, that was cute.
And I was like, in a skit, as part of a skit, they said you make it when you get a Saturday Night Live skit about you, or you're gonna be on the show. So Eddie was like,
"Yeah, Eddie's got big dreams. Go Eddie.
Sing with Katy. He's ready to go." And like I said, Katy really likes him. I could see them bringing him back for the finale.
He'll be at Coachella next year.
With Katy, they said they with Noah, and whatever. I could see this happening. He may be at Coachella next year. We might be rocking the Eddie Island one day at the El Rey.
And I might be eating my words.
Might be eating our words. It's happened before. We won't say names. Anyway, Walker.
You gonna say names?
No, we won't say names.
Okay, good. Walker. Let's talk about Walker.
Walker
made it through the top 10.
Walker made it through the top 10. No surprise.
Right.
And he turns around and he comes out with the guitar. Yeah. We had never seen him play guitar before, and the judges told us they've never seen him play guitar before.
His little Jason Mraz hat. It was so cute.
Jason Mraz gave a little outfit to wear when you make it. And he sang Love Bug by the Jonas Brothers. So
that was a perfect song for him. Perfect choice, because I think he recognizes that he could be, I don't know what you call it, a little teen heartthrob.
Yeah.
Could be a teen heartthrob. Like girls would love him. Yeah, just like the Jonas Brothers. The girls would like Kevin Jones. I thought it was a good little potential, a perfect song for him. And I think he was coming into his own.
And he sounded comfortable.
Yeah.
He didn't sound nervous.
Yeah, exactly.
He sounded comfortable. He felt like I got that.
I'm handling the stress very well.
Maybe he had his ice cream.
Yeah. His ice cream. Talk about that.
But yeah, he had said he liked, I think they did this once before, one of the other contestants from Alabama, but I'm not 100% sure. I think it's that same place. I want to say it was Taylor Hicks. But anyway, he's from Birmingham, Alabama, and he mentioned that back at home they made an ice cream flavor for him, and I forgot what the flavor was. It was something kind of mixed, kind of crazy.
It had peanut butter
and Cheerios, or whatever.
And I was like,
that he always likes to eat.
Lord.
So they called it the
Oh Happy Day, Make Me Happy,
something
just like heaven. I don't know what
just
it was.
Like heaven.
No, I don't know what it was called.
Just like heaven on the show.
It probably wasn't just like heaven, but
there you
it was
go.
some
He
sort
told us
of,
just like heaven by the Cure and flip it. Who can do that? Alejandro, can you do
Excuse
it?
Me.
Anyway,
yeah, I thought that was cute.
It was cute, and they brought the ice cream out.
Oh, Happy Day.
They brought it out, and Katy left the stage. Stole the ice cream, and then came back and had the spoon.
Handed it to Luke.
And they were all eating it. She's like, "Oh, I have a cold." They were all eating.
I know. Luke's like, "Should we be using these communal spoons right now?"
She's making a joke about it. I was like,
that was
getting hungry, thirsty for some dessert at that point. I said, "Can we pass this?"
Ice cream
Can we
back?
get some more of this ice cream? I know you just didn't send one from Alabama, but it was funny. But Walker made it. He's good. He will be interesting to see what he does for Disney Week.
It was a light moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be interesting to see what he does for Disney Week. But he already did the Climb Every Mountain from Sound of Music that was like, okay, for me.
So he kind of needed that Jones with a song to kind of divide this all up.
To remind
Then there was Laine. Laine was safe.
Of course
he was safe. I never was sitting next to someone who thought he's going to be in the bottom. He's
never going to be in the bottom until we get a little further down.
The person was all shocked that he made it. I was like, he is going to not be in the bottom. And
Have you been watching the show?
Yeah.
Right.
He performed. He had a blue suit on today. He had everything but his blue suede shoes on. And his song, he sang Hurricane. Hurricane by the band of Heathens. It was a perfect song for him.
Yeah, it was. It was a very old school song. It was a perfect old school rockabilly meets kind of bluesy. And that might have been the first time
I need him to be.
Yeah, because I didn't feel like it was a gimmick.
I need him to step off the straight cap, Elvis strut, and get on this, the band.
Yeah.
And getting on when he said the weight that time, kind of a southern rock.
Yeah, southern rock mixed with country.
Yeah, I'm not expecting to bust out the Allman Brothers or anything, but just get into like a southern rock groove.
Right.
Get into a little bit of like what he's saying, Wade, and even maybe bust out some old I want southern rock, maybe like an old rock song.
Well, I just
an old rock, an old group song, like a CCR or like a Leonard Skinner or something that would make him sound a little bit different.
We have to hear more of his vocal and see what his vocal power is and stuff for me. But what he's doing so far seems to be working. So if it's not broken, don't fix it, Laine.
You go right ahead. The real test will be Disney. And he said he was had a little challenging with the songs, and he kind of know he had to talk to his dad and try to pick out a
song for him, right?
For next week. So next week will be different. I like to see him put that guitar down. Same thing with Wade. Just come out, sing the Disney song.
Yeah. Well, speaking of Wade,
let's talk about Wade right now. I was surprised he got the vote.
I honestly was surprised he got the vote.
Yeah. I thought
very
he'd be
surprised.
I thought he would too. I think we even said we think the judge would save him, but he was safe.
Yeah.
He got in the top 7, and he sings "Simple Man,"
right,
by Leonard Skinner.
That's why I feel like he's probably more of that Southern rock, heavy kind of voice
than Laine would be, but I think Laine should do that.
Right. It was a good performance,
and it sounded good. He sounded comfortable.
Right.
He sounded good. It's a song that someone does sing every season or every other season, so it wasn't too, it didn't sound as repetitive as Trouble, but it worked. It worked for him. It worked for his voice, and there
good for
he
him.
was. And like I said, he was very confident. We talked to him after this. You were right. He was very confident after the show. He enjoyed everything. He was having a good time,
telling stories,
telling us all kinds.
It was actually nice.
Telling us all kinds of stuff, all kind of stories. It was a different insight to get, even when we were talking to him.
Right.
And Dimitrius, he was like, "Oh, really?" He was looking like, "Oh, really?"
Yeah. So I hope he continues to think of songs that really fit his voice, songs that he's super comfortable with, and songs that will define who he is and what he likes to sing. If he does that and stays consistent, remembers that it's a competition and works really hard, I think he'll probably do well. He's one of my favorite voices. I like that growl in his voice, so I want to root for him. So hopefully I do.
And I think the last person who was safe, we'll start there, then we'll talk about the eliminations, was Laci. She's the last one, right? Yeah, Laci Kaye Booth. Everybody else like that we already covered that was safe.
Right.
Laci, no surprise.
Right.
She was safe.
I figured she'd go right through.
And she went back and sang Plea with Mac and did As Long As You Follow. And it sounded good.
McVie version.
She looked good. Sounded good.
Yeah, she looked great.
But it didn't boom, stand out, oh my God.
Right, it didn't,
this is something to do, whatever.
Didn't move me.
It just sounds like she was like, okay, I made it. This is the song I got.
Here's my safe song.
This you're going to get. And my thing is what if you weren't safe?
Would she have
changed the performance a little bit?
Would she have sang with a little bit more emotion?
A little bit more emotion.
Right,
she seemed like it's been a long week. I'm stressed. I'm tired. I that lounge for 2 hours.
Exactly.
You brought me out the
Here's my song.
I got out the basement, and I'm tired. I need some water,
Yeah, exactly.
But I don't know. It was good. Yeah. She sounded good, and we talked to her at the show, and she said that Fleetwood Mac is one of her favorite bands.
Right. She's all into Stevie.
So she was all into Stevie. I thought, well, Stevie's watching because she saw Alejandro's appearance.
I asked her about song choices and how she manages to pick her songs. I feel like she was very smart in the way that she's picking them. And she was like, she likes to give people something a little different. She always likes to keep people guessing, and that's the way she does it with her songs.
But do you think now that Raleigh's gone,
and
Laci's the last country, she's the last country person? She might be the last country person.
Yeah, last girl who you would expect to sing country.
Okay.
Or who may go into the country field.
She says she's a country singer, but her roots have been, she's got all kind of music through her parents. Do you think she's going to go back to singing country now?
Maybe.
Because I'm thinking
that she wanted to stand out or be apart from Riley. I think she's thinking,
I need to stand out. Like I said, a lot of blondes in the competition. I got Raleigh singing country.
I had Ashley there.
Yeah. I'm thinking now, is she going to go after Disney? Is she now going to turn back and sing a country song?
That'll be interesting to see.
And if she does, I would pick a country song by a male person.
Right.
And that way you put your little twist. I'd be picking something
which is what Riley did.
Yeah, but I'd be picking something like a Kenny Rogers, like a Billy Dean, like a don't do Bryan, like a Vince Gill. Have a little Vince Gill.
Yeah. How about Brett Young? She sang a song with him. How about a little bit more Brett Young?
They already sang 2 songs of Brett Young. Brett Young already had his 2 songs there. I didn't know. Okay, we talked about him in previous podcasts. I didn't know he's from Orange County.
You go.
Didn't know that. He just got he's married.
The OC.
There goes that. Him and his wife are gonna have a kid now. And he's on Big Machine.
Even better.
I had to look him up after last week. I knew.
You were very impressed. You knew he was familiar.
Big Machine in there.
Yeah.
I should have slipped one in there. Anyway, Brett Young.
Good for Brett.
We'll see him probably soon.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But Riley.
Yeah.
If we're going to Riley. she had a lot of people rooting for her.
Oh yeah,
a lot of people
weren't very happy.
Yeah, people we were talking to after the show,
before the show,
liked her, wanted to be on. They really expected her to make it.
At all. They really expected her to make it.
Good for her.
And good for her. I thought they would save her. I thought she was going to get the vote.
I did too.
I thought Luke is going to save her. There's no other country cop. I was thinking to myself, there's no other country people in the competition.
Right.
But then it hit me later, Laci is a country singer.
There
we
are
just
a lot
kind
of good people.
Forgot a little bit because she hasn't been,
singing the songs that you would traditionally classify as country.
Right. So I think that could be why Luke didn't save her. So those are the ones who got saved.
So it'll be interesting.
Alejandro, Jeremiah, Walker, Laine, Laci, Wade, Madison. We discussed all those.
Right.
And we discussed Evelyn.
And we discussed Riley.
And Eddie.
And Riley.
Riley saying It Must Be Love by Alan Jackson. And
I thought it wasn't Alan Jackson. I thought it was Don Williams.
Oh, correction. It was Don Williams, but she sang the Alan Jackson version.
Yes. Okay.
But the original artist is what happens a lot. It's people always get mad when they say, "How come you did a song you didn't quote the right artist?" It's because they have to go by with the licensed copy that they did. So that's why when you see somebody, and I know I used to get all bent out of shape when they sing some song and it's not the original artist. That's why I had to get
why didn't you mention this person?
Yeah,
right.
But I think they did mention. No, they didn't mention it. Luke said perfect song choice, something about Don Williams. She was singing the Alan Jackson version because Alan Jackson remade the song.
To look back at that.
So
but
when you look at your credit list, it's going to say Alan Jackson. That's why.
Is it?
And it's on the sheet I have here, Alan Jackson.
Then why do I have John Williams?
Because you wrote down your own notes. That's why.
Oh, so you're trying to say I'm wrong?
No, you're right. You wrote down your right notes from the show, from whatever. But now,
so you wrote it wrong.
The version she saw, I didn't write it wrong. I'm looking at the sheet that was presented to me.
Okay.
After the show was over.
Okay, good. So you go, girl.
So that's why. So it's all right.
So what did you think of the performance?
Songs originally, her performance was okay. And the reason why I say it was okay, I think she was freaking out. She was nervous.
Yeah.
I think she's not ready. She's only 16 years old.
I think she could be ready.
I can't say only 16 because we've seen some 60-year-olds that have been ready.
Yes.
I think she needs a little more work. And
she could use another year or so.
Experience.
Right.
She's growing, as the judges said. She's growing.
Right.
You know what? 3 years. Okay, we've seen it all the time. We've always seen these young kids come on the show. There's certain ones that are in the country or other fields, and they're not ready, in our opinion.
Right. And then they grow up.
And it's hard for them to be on a show. Everybody's judging you, and you got Twitter and saying comments. And then you see them 3 or 4 later. You're like, is that the same person? We've seen it.
Laura and Elena.
Oh
my God. She was, because
we covered
she's
that
so
season.
good.
We've been covering the show for a while. I didn't get her at all.
And
she was on the
great
show. I did
singer,
not like Laura Lena.
Right, but now, oh my God.
Nice girl. Always thought she was nice. I didn't care for her style. I didn't care for anything she did. Now you see her, even when she came back to Idol,
she's got great superstar potential too.
4 years ago, she came back to Idol and did a guest appearance.
Right.
And I talked to her. I didn't want to say, "Oh, I hated you on the show."
You weren't a fan.
I wasn't a fan. I would never say that to her face.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't a fan. But I would never say I wasn't a fan of you back on the show.
Right.
I did say, "Oh my God, you've grown up.
Yeah, you changed so much.
Whatever." And now she came to her own.
Yeah.
This could happen.
This could happen to Riley. I agree.
This could happen to Riley. That's my opinion. Riley could get signed tomorrow.
Yeah, she could have a good potential.
And Riley could be Mary Morris.
True.
You know, and we could be like, didn't we pass this woman through? Didn't we say she wasn't ready?
Exactly.
So we told you. This could happen.
Yeah. I think she has probably the most chance to prove them wrong or to make it. Yeah.
We've seen some.
Scott.
Yeah, Scott, are you watching?
Are you watching? There might be some people an artist that might be potential for you to nurture, take under your wing.
Had an artist on there mentoring. He saw it because she was singing with Brett Young, and if Brett Young's on Big Machine, you know Scott
that's true.
Watching.
That's true.
Yeah, and that's one of the things too. You just really don't know.
Right.
And I shouldn't say that because she's only 16, use as a crutch because I hate to say that. But there's some 20-year-olds on that show ain't ready.
Right.
So we should say in our opinion. Anyway, I think Riley's going to be fine.
Right.
She could either go out and do more live performances. She could go out and put out her demo.
Right.
There's no tour for her. She could go out and try out for another show.
Was she from Nashville or she's from Texas?
You know, I got
Texas, I think, right?
Yeah, with the little sister. I think it was Texas, but not 100% sure. It may not be.
Yeah,
her little sister could do a duo like Stella and Lennon and whatever, the girls from Nashville.
No, I don't think so. But I think Riley should go off into acting.
She could go into so. Or there's 2 other country shows out there. She could go try one of them.
I think she should just focus on her music. Focus on her voice. Go back to school. Get another year of experience under her belt in life and in music and on stage.
But, you know, I follow her on Twitter. We'll keep an eye on her.
Yeah.
Keep an eye on her. And, you know, what we
Good luck to you, Riley.
When we do our past contestants.
Where are they now?
Audition, where are they now? You know, we'll try to do that
maybe she'll be on it. Yeah, we'll get to that this season.
Next year.
Yeah.
Then there was Raghu. I mentioned I didn't think she was going to get the vote.
Yeah.
I said I don't think she was going to get the vote. But I knew she would be saved.
Okay. Do you think that in this competition of Laci and of Madison, even Riley, even though Riley's not there anymore, that she's getting lost in that shuffle? What do you think it is?
And it's Madison.
Yeah.
Madison. Okay. If there was no Madison, you would notice Raghu more.
Right.
You already rooted for her because she came from last year.
Right.
I was upset when she got cut last year. I was rooting for her this year. She started off really strong. Her first audition, I was like, who is this person?
Yeah.
Her first song.
I feel she has the best pop voice.
We saw her in Hollywood Week.
Right.
She was fantastic. They didn't show much of it on TV, but we saw her the whole routine with her band.
Right.
We even recognized her.
Right.
And they were all excited she was back and everything else. And I think when she got to Hawaii and that showcase and when she was singing Ain't It Fun, and I think she was trying too hard to show she's not just a ballad person.
Yeah, that's
where
true.
There's certain artists that
she
need
can
to
be
just
everything.
Stay with ballads. Like I'm pretty sure for Disney Week she's got a ballad picked out.
Right.
I was surprised that
she's going to sing Colors of the Wind, or she's going to sing.
It's coming. It's pick it. What it's talking about? Wanna
surprise me?
It's coming.
Right.
We just don't know which one. It's coming. But she did the one that got away by Katy Perry.
Yeah.
Don't know if that was the best song choice for her.
I don't think it was, and I think what benefited her was the fact that
it was Katy Perry.
Yeah, and it's not a competition show.
Do you think that's why she picked it out? Like, if I'm going to save me, I have to do a ballady song by Katy Perry
to show my voice,
so I can show my voice,
right?
And because we know Katy Perry doesn't have the strongest, technical voice, and Katy Perry mentioned it and said, "Oh, you sing it better than me," and
right.
whatever. So I don't know if that was a little calculated plan she had.
I don't know.
Or because I was waiting for us to bust out Whitney. I'm like, here it comes, Whitney, Mariah, somebody's coming.
This is me.
This is me. We have not.
And I shouldn't say that because I just jinxed this now.
We haven't heard that yet, have we?
No.
How did we get away with this many weeks without hearing "This Is Me"?
We'll hear it.
I'm sure someone's saying it's coming. It's an audition that they didn't show.
Yeah, maybe.
Or it's coming. It's coming. That or what's the other song that everybody keeps singing? It's coming from the Star is Born. I know last year.
Shallow.
I remember last year people said they haven't got the clearance. And it's been a little bit longer months.
Keep that clearance. Keep that clearance. We don't need to hear Shallow anymore.
Someone told us that another show they had it picked out.
Yeah, they wanted it. Right.
Now it's after the Oscars.
Please keep it. Please keep it.
Yeah, let's let it wait until the summer auditions. Anyway,
but
would you have saved her?
Based on the people that were there, without the other choices? No, I would have saved Dimitrius and
Uche.
Yeah, I would have saved those two before her.
Okay.
But I don't know.
Okay, well,
guess we'll see.
Well, Katy Perry, she was the last one, and Katy Perry said, "You better work." Like,
right.
I was debating you. You better fight.
Yeah, I don't know if he was
I'm
her
gonna
first
save
choice.
you, and I predicted it. If she was going to be that, it would be Katy. Katy was going to save Raghu.
Right.
I predicted it. It was coming.
Yeah, and it came.
Then there was Ashley.
I
liked Ashley.
I'm conflicted about Ashley.
I really liked her.
I'm conflicted about Ashley because, again, Ashley had the Madison curse. I feel because with Madison's there, she stands out. She did so much. She's such a great performer. She had all these electric performances, and then here's Ashley.
Yeah, I really like Ashley.
Was a really good
Ashley
singer,
was great,
really good
great
performer,
singer, really great musicianship. She plays piano. My concern with Ashley, which I said for, I really liked her. I pretty much liked everything she pretty much has done that I've seen on the show. My concern was that she didn't get a lot of airtime to start off with.
Right.
She plays the piano. There was a lot of blondes. I think she lost that.
Right.
She
and a lot of piano players.
She's one of the older contestants. Not to sound like ages, but a lot of times the older contestants don't get the votes like the younger contestants.
I also think, too,
they don't get it on a show like Idol. Maybe in other shows they do. They don't get it.
In addition to Madison, I think she had the curse, too, of Jeremiah.
There's a lot of piano players, too. I bet you that.
Alejandro. I mean, just
everyone's playing the piano.
Really big, strong singers and creative people, too. So
it would have probably worked out better for her because there wasn't a lot of people playing piano last year.
That's true. It weren't as many singer-songwriters last year, I feel.
They were going with the singer-songwriter thing last. This year they kind of balanced it out.
Yeah.
So she had her, because like her Fix Me song was beautiful. It was just so many performances.
She's saying, what about that Sir Duke?
But then for her Save Me song,
there was nothing wrong with the performance. It just wasn't consistent.
Bust out the piano. She's gonna go dot 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 dot. She's gonna be killing it. She's got her song all powerful. She's gonna be singing. Well, she can't sing Folly because it's already been done. She can sing, and guess what she sings? And on my sheet it says, "You Can Feel It All Over" by Stevie Wonder. The song is called Sir Duke. It's called Sir Duke.
I just don't know.
People don't know what it's called. It's called Sir Duke. It's one of Stevie Wonder's best songs.
And it's supposed to be a fun, happy performance. That's what she wanted.
And she didn't get on her piano. She had her suit on. She came out. She was singing her heart away. And I was like,
it's consistent. Yeah.
It would have been great if she had made it. And here she is singing. Or, since she's a piano player, she told me at the show Stevie Wonder is one of her biggest influences. I would have jumped on that piano and played that dot, dun 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 dun. The horn part. I would play, which is when he particularly was the bass sound. Someone get the horn part for him. I would have played that. I would have put something. Jerry
that might have helped it.
Jump on the piano like Jerry Lee Lewis, like the Killer, and play this so crazy solo, and then I would have threw that in there. She had to show something else. They love her piano,
but she didn't.
I would have changed the arrangement. I would have started off a cappella.
Right.
I would have started singing a cappella, and then I would have busted out.
Okay, but
the Killer keyboard. Then I would have walked out to the front.
Do you think that would have helped her though, or would have mattered though? Because I feel like they already had people in mind who they would say.
Yes, but at this point, there was only 2 females safe.
True.
So I thought there's 4 females. Right then, you knew you had a chance to get it. They're going to put a female through because they don't want the top 10 to only have 2 people. So right then,
there's a lot of guys in the top 10.
So right then, they're like, we know. So right then, you'd be like, you know what? A female's going to get it. I can top Evelyn.
Right.
I can top Raleigh.
Right.
It's going to be me and Raghu. So I need to trump her out. She's up there singing Katy Perry. I need to put out my Killer Sir Duke. I need to bust it on the things, going crazy on that piano, do the whole 9 yards and spin the piano.
I thought that when she picked that song, I think she just wanted something fun. Had no idea that was going to end up being a Save Me song for her. She thought it was going to be a victory song.
And you can't think that. You got to think it's a victory.
Well, that's proof.
Well, she said to us, we asked her backstage about that. She said he's one of the biggest artists, and she was going to go out. She wanted to go out big.
Yeah.
And that's why I think she should bust out that keyboard and spin it all around. But she didn't. She just sang it all nice and happy. And I think it just killed me. Because I really liked her. It happens. And she's already working on her album. I think someone else said they were already working on their album. Was it Evelyn or was it Eddie or was it her? We talked to the 3 of them. We didn't talk to Raleigh.
That was Evelyn.
Because of the minors. The minors have a strict out, and actually right after the show, everyone had a strict deadline because they were heading up to Disneyland to tape the package that you'll see on Sunday's show. Right. So they were all taken off by 8 o'clock, and the minors have a curfew, so we didn't talk to Raleigh. But one of the 3 of them...
Or Madison, we didn't get a chance to talk to her. Or Raghu.
But we did talk to everybody else. But one of the 3 of them said... They had their album ready or coming out. I want to say it was Ashley.
Album of music.
I know Evelyn said was songs she was going to sing at Disney, and she said that she was, well, I guess I'll sing it at home. And we said, no, sing on a counter. I think Ashley was the one that said she had some music together, music ready. I don't know. I really liked her. I was sad to see her go. I'm following her on social media. Hopefully we'll see her somewhere. Maybe she'll I think she's from the Bay Area. So maybe we'll see her at the so I'm going to Hotel Cafe by myself to see her?
No.
She'll be in room 2?
Maybe.
Or room 1?
Maybe. We'll see
Hotel
how.
Cafe now has 2 rooms.
We'll see how it
And
goes.
the funny part, you'll go
the
there
Idol
sometime.
room and the voice room.
And one room, there'll be, you'll go to see someone from Idol.
Idol recruits.
And then you'll see the list of the second room, and it'll be someone who's on The Voice.
Right.
And it's like, okay, now The Voice says go down and recruit people.
Go Hotel
And
Cafe.
Idol casting by 2. But anyway, that was Ashley.
Yeah. So who's left?
Uche. I saved him for last.
Uche, yes.
Yeah. He was in the bottom. He was the last person, and he starts to have a meltdown.
And that was not. He was not the person to put last.
He was not the person to put last.
Yeah.
And they did it for dramatic effects.
Yeah.
They did it for dramatics.
He was having a meltdown. He was.
Bobby Bones told us
dying.
after, he said, Uche, whatever happens, when it was just the 2 of them in the room.
Right.
Bobby Brown.
Bobby Brown. Bobby Brown.
There we go. Bobby Brown. Comes on to mentor the contestants.
No.
New Jack Swing Night.
No.
Bring Teddy as a... Anyway.
Yeah, bring Teddy. Don't bring Bobby Brown.
Anyway. I'm sure I'm the only person that thinks that's a good idea. But anyway.
Yeah, you are.
Bobby Bones.
Bobby Bones.
The mentor, not Bobby Brown. When he was sitting, he said he was sitting back there with the 2 of them in the matching shirts. And he was trying to tell them, no matter what happens, they knew you knew right there it's one of the 2 of them.
Right, exactly.
So
someone was going,
down,
someone was in the danger zone.
He said Alejandro was very calm. Uche was freaking out. He was very emotional. He was taking it personal. And he told us later he was taking it that he's seen this all his life.
Right. He's always been different.
He works
100%,
and he gets rejected. He wasn't seeing it as it's a competition.
Right.
I didn't get
the top
7 votes.
Right.
There's still 7 more people. You know. So
and I'm in the top 14. He wasn't thinking of it that way.
He started letting it in his head. He started freaking out. He started getting really emotional.
Right.
So they get up there, and did they bring them both out and they said it, or were they already on the stage? Were they in the basement? Where were they? I think he brought them out. They came on stage. Yeah, they did. That's right.
Know.
They came on the stage, and they said the announcement.
He told
Alejandro was safe. He wouldn't play the song. So now Uche's back there knowing he's going to have to perform.
Right.
He's freaking out. Bobby Bones is trying to talk to him. He was still a little emotional. Then when Ryan brings him up, instead of saying, I'm ready, I'm going to pull it together,
here I go.
he starts talking about, I tried and I tried to
wanted to do good.
I wanted to do good and I just wasn't accepted. You're like, oh no, he's freaking out here.
Yeah, I'm like,
so he gets it together. Well, he really didn't get together. You could tell in his performance. He was And then I'm like, okay.
He was the definition of singing for his
life. Exactly. Everybody else was singing for fun. So when he started singing, I was thinking, when he got set up, I'm like, okay, I think they even took a break or something and had him come back. I can't remember. Probably because he's like, let's go to commercial because this guy's going to break down.
Yeah.
And they go, when he comes back, he's going to sing Diamonds. And we're like, Diamonds?
Right.
Diamonds by Rihanna?
Janet Jackson.
Hopefully it's Diamonds by Janet Jackson.
Marilyn
so
Monroe.
He can bust out little dancing. I hope it really isn't Diamonds by Rihanna because I've heard that song on that show and I think it should be retired after it was sang so beautifully.
Yeah,
but
by LaPortia.
By LaPortia. And we shouldn't hear it anymore.
Right.
Close Diamonds up. Kelly was crying, freaking out. Close it up. But he sang Diamonds, which we know they already have clearance on. And he sings it. And he was a little shaky at the beginning.
Right.
He didn't dance.
But man, it was like electrifying performance. All emotional. He had the dramatics of it. His outfit was
was
full of diamonds.
His outfit was full of diamonds.
Full of stuff.
I didn't think of that. Maybe that's why he had it all planned out. And he just was singing it and carrying on. And I just thought, what's going to happen here?
Right.
I'm thinking they got this song. I mean, I don't know what the incident when Sia wrote this song with our friend Benny Blanco.
Oh, that song is beautiful. I love the song.
I know it's definitely Sia and it's definitely Benny Blanco.
Benny, yes.
I don't know what the concept was, what it's meant to be, what it's supposed to be, but the way Rihanna carries it is so much different than we hear other interpretations, but it's a beautiful song.
It is.
And Rihanna's a star. I mean, a star with that song.
My example of standing superstars.
There you go. There you go. Have a great time at the Rihanna concert.
I sure will.
Have fun. Yes.
I will.
Have fun. I'll go see her noodles on the guitar again. But have a good time. Although I do like What's Your Name.
I know. Come on. You like her.
I like a lot of her songs. I actually like her.
Exactly.
I actually like her. But anyway,
It was really good, dramatic effect and whatever. But
it wasn't his best performance.
Oh no, it wasn't.
But I think the way he was so emotional about it made it so much better. I was ready for him to bust out Super Freak, bust out. I thought it was going to be an upbeat, crazy performance like he did with Up Top Funk. I was really shocked when he sang. I think he probably felt, if I got to save myself, I got to do something slow so I can show my voice.
Right.
That's always been the critique with him, is his voice isn't strong.
And he had some really nice runs towards the end of that song, but he was really emotional for it too. So there were little bits of it, little parts, but they were just like, it could have been better. It could have been better. And then the ultimate happened. He was like, he got very emotional. Ryan consoled him, and then Lionel got up to console him. Give him a hug.
So Lionel gets up. Yeah. And I'm thinking, oh, there's Lionel. Lionel's the pop. Lionel's the grandfather.
Here's
when
the
your
pop
mom and dad say no, and your mom and dad say it wasn't your best, and you have a momager. Lionel grandpa.
Or when your mom and dad
Daddy Lionel goes up to give you the hug. He's going to tell you it's going to be okay. He's going to tell Uche that the Commodores got dumped, got turned down.
And I am.
Not to give up. But Lionel goes up there, and I didn't see it coming. Usually I can see these things coming about a minute. A guy next to us says, watch Lionel save him, and it's going to come full circle since Lionel was the one who rejected him.
Initially.
Lionel goes up to give his Lionel hug.
His Lionel speech.
Uche's there to cry, and he says, takes him and leads him over. We got drama. That no one saw coming.
I didn't see it coming.
And everyone thought it was a setup. And later on,
oh my God,
the judges, Katy and Luke, were like, we had no clue that Lionel was going to do that. And they did it last year. I remember when they saved Ada Box, they made this executive decision to save Ada. But the other two judges said they had no clue. And you could tell by their faces, Katy's like, what?
I didn't know we could do that.
At that point, I think Katy was like, wow, I was going to save him. Now I can save someone else. And I think Luke was thinking,
I think everyone was a little scrambled.
I think Katy was like, oh my God, I can save someone else. I'm happy Lionel did that. I think Luke was thinking, oh shoot, I assumed Lionel was going to save Dimitrius. And Katy was going to say, oh, now I got to think of another plan here. So Lionel said he was crying. It was a great TV moment. Everyone was talking about it. It's the thing they showed on all the talk shows.
That's the one.
For one.
But then I do have a question. All right. They had no idea, when they were performing and what they were singing and stuff. Do you think the producers saved Uche's performance for last because it was the most dramatic, was the most, eventful and stuff?
They weren't going to end with Dust in the Wind. By this time, the producers know who's at the bottom. We don't know when they get their order.
And you might know what the reaction's going to be.
Yeah, they know. So I'm sure when the contestants show up and they leave the hotel at 7 and they get there by 9 to do a full rehearsal, I'm sure it's listed. That's how you perform it. And you don't know what that means. If I was Madison, I'd be like, I bet I'm safe because they're not really going to end the show off with someone not being safe. That's going to my head. At the bottom, I'd be like, oh, I bet it's going to be two of us. Or maybe they didn't see the rundown.
Maybe, I don't know.
They did. We should have asked them. They do a full rehearsal.
But it seemed a little, that part of it, because of the order and stuff, seemed a little scripted. And that could be why people could be thinking that.
And they said, let's put these two at the bottom. The 30 put Laine there, Walker there, or the girls. Let's just put those two. Because they knew they knew he was going to be flipping out,
and they knew that he would give a good performance.
And they knew he would give a good performance, and that's what you want. You want the things. But I remembered the two other songwriters. It's my boys, the Stargate guys. There are these two. I think they're from Sweden. There's these two songwriters. I met them.
Are you talking about Diamonds?
Diamonds. They're the two of the writers on Diamonds. I had to think of it. These two guys are remarkable.
Yeah, they are.
I met them at an ASCAP award. I was at an R&B ASCAP award. Long story short, I was at an ASCAP R&B award, and they were walking the carpet, and people were like, "Who are they?" And I thought these two guys walking the carpet
Daft Punk
have to be a big songwriter. They have to be. They're walking this R&B award show for the Grammys, and people were like passing them. I said, bring these two guys over here. Bring them to me. I didn't know who they were, what their names were, what they said.
Saw the potential.
But when they came over, they said their names, and you're there like, what award are you getting? And they wrote pretty much a bunch of songs.
They wrote about everything.
Everything I like. And I'm like, I did that with him, and it was also Paul Upworth who wrote with the Dale. He was there too. No one wanted to talk to him. that interview still gets hits. Because I knew to talk to. So word of advice, talk to everybody who may not look like they think they are. They're the two guys on Diamonds. Right. They call themselves Stargate.
Right.
I forgot their names, but they're from Sweden, I believe it is. Anyway, they wrote it for everybody.
Uche and Diamonds,
Lionel, I think even wrote for Katy. I know they wrote What's Your Name, one of my favorites. But
I love that song. Right.
There you go. Uche.
So he was like, he could barely console himself, because then what happened was Lionel just walked him over to the top 7, to the top 10 chairs. He never even got a chance to sit in the safety zone.
The danger zone.
Yeah, never even saw the danger zone.
I went to the danger zone. He went straight to the safe zone.
He did an instant save.
It
was very emotional. It was very touching. Do you think he made the right choice?
Lionel?
Yes.
The comments were a little trippy on Twitter. I mean, on social media.
Oh, you saw some social media comments?
Social media were like, Lionel, what a man you are. This is why you're so great. The way you did it.
Right.
Caring. And my thing, it came full circle. And that's what I told you to backstage.
Right.
He was the one that rejected him. It was a beautiful picture.
Yeah, it was
Lionel
a beautiful
just
moment.
soothed that all up. I'd have just planted it, thinking it, or Lionel's like, I'm going to get it.
Yeah, maybe he just did it at that moment.
I don't really know.
Spontaneous.
I don't know. Lionel, he didn't say. He just said it was kind of emotional because you see everybody's kids now. You don't want to see them to fall.
But when he talked to Bobby after the show, he was like, the producers, he wasn't supposed to do it. It was one of those things where you just felt
until the end.
Yeah, he felt like it needed to happen and he needed to do it.
That's what they all said. If I was sitting at home and wasn't there, I'd be like, that was planned. They already had it figured out. And whatever else too. Lionel knew exactly what to do. Maybe Lionel did know
that he was going to do it.
He was going to do
as
it.
He was
and
performing,
at that moment when he broke down, maybe like, I should just do it.
Yeah, I got to do it now.
This guy's not going to make it to this commercial break. While we decide who we're going to pick, and that's what happened. Then after the commercial break, they come back and they have the remaining 6 people.
Yeah, 6 people there.
Lionel's vote's gone.
Right. So there's Katy's vote that's still there, and Luke's vote that's still there,
and we still have 6 contestants sitting.
Right.
So Luke says he's changed his mind
a few times. Back and forth. He kept going
but he
back
had
and
to
forth.
go with Dimitri. And I really think Luke thought Lionel was going to save Dimitri, and Katy was going to save Uche.
Well, he went to Dimitrius.
And I think he was going to save Raleigh.
And with his performance, Dimitrius' performance, he said he couldn't let that go. He had to bring it over, and he thought he deserved a spot, so he put him on.
And I was glad, because I really thought Dimitri. I was like, who took Dimitri's spot? And I'm not saying no names.
Wade. I think Wade took Dimitri's spot.
Wade took Dimitri's spot. And
and then Katy ended up saving
and at the very end, it was the last one. I'm like, she's gonna save Raghu. Everybody was like, I go, she's gonna save her. People thought Raleigh, people thought Ashley. No one thought Evelyn or Eddie. Unfortunately, I'm like, she's gonna save Raghu, which is going back full circle from the beginning, and she saved her, and people were not happy.
Well, Katy made the preference to her too that she had to work and prove it and make people really see like why she was saved and why she was picked. And a lot of times, I know we've said this a couple of times before, it's like if you don't get America's vote and you get a judge's save,
you got to work harder.
It's harder, it's
is
more
very rare that you make it out. A couple people have made it out.
Just a couple. Not everybody,
and maybe
though.
A week or two.
Right.
But 9 times out of 10, the person going home, and it's top 10 now, they sing Disney. And for the first
and 2 people go.
But there won't be an overnight vote. You're going to have to vote right then.
That's right.
And they're going to send the bottom 2 people home.
Yeah, let's see how
that goes. The show is over. I think the bottom, I don't think they sing for it. Or do they sing for it? I got to.
Well, it's real time voting.
It's a real time. I think the bottom 2 just go home. I don't think you sing for your life and all that kind of stuff or save. And I don't like it.
The show description said that.
Don't like it.
Okay, for that episode, the viewers are going to be able to vote by text or at AmericanIdol.com/vote or on the American Idol app during the show. The results will be revealed at the end of the show in real time across all time zones. So that's how they're going to do it. First real-time voting.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Let's see how it goes.
I think the reason why I don't like it is because I want to process and I want to watch it. I want to process it.
Yeah.
And then pick who I want to vote, get on my phone.
Watch it back, see what's going on.
Get on my phone to text. Or, because,
Right.
And watch it back. I don't want a quick decision. Plus, what I don't like is that the West Coast is excluded. You have to sit there and just vote
it should air live on the West Coast as well.
Oh, that's right.
And then it's going to be rebroadcast at 8:00. Once Idol's off,
I forgot.
It'll come on again.
I forgot. I forgot. People didn't know that last.
Right.
Yeah, it's the voice who can do it.
And then what happens too?
So I will be able to see it live.
Yeah,
we'll be there.
You'll see it live. Yes,
we'll be able to see it live, and you'll be able to vote, so you can't complain about
that. And it's a Sunday, so everyone will be available to watch. But
didn't they try that one time?
It wasn't with them. It was another show.
Oh my God, they got off
another show.
Oh my God, I can't remember the name of it. We won't talk about it. I would if I could remember the name. Anyway,
you're talking about the show.
I picked the winner the very first week.
A Rising Star.
That's it.
Rising Star.
I picked the winner the very first week.
And I think what I kind of like about it.
They did try it. They tried to include.
And it sounds like they tweaked it a little bit.
They tried to include the West Coast, but those poor contestants had to sit there for 3 hours.
Yeah.
If you didn't know.
As the votes came in.
While everybody else went back to the hotel.
Yeah.
The first day
and went about dinner.
Kidding me. We're leaving and they have to wait.
Okay, but there's the horrors of that show. We've learned from that.
Anyway, that show's over in the United States. I think it still carries in other countries. But
what I do like about that, and this is one of the only things I like about it, is that you make your vote instantly based on who you like. So it's one of those impulse votes. And what will be missing from it is the discussion, the overnight, someone trying to influence your vote.
Okay.
Someone talking about, that person did an awful job, and so they talk about it from like now until midnight.
That's true.
And then they go in and they vote. And I'm sure social media will be a little upset about it because it takes a little discussion and things out of it. But hey, they can discuss the results and then discuss the top 8 and then move on to the next thing.
Okay, fair enough.
That's what I think.
That you Laine performs and you get on, you vote, and you haven't seen everybody else. You're just giving votes to your favorite before. That's why I think we need a little time to see them all and then vote.
But that happens all the time.
That happens in the
when you have your favorites, no matter what it is. When you have your favorites, you're going to be rooting for that person no matter what.
But I think it hurts if you have a bad performance and I've already voted for you and I may change my mind and you slip up, forget the words or something.
You know next time not to do that.
Yeah, as you're going home. But I don't know.
No, I'm talking about the voters.
I know. I think I just have a love-hate. I don't know. I guess I didn't like it when you couldn't vote and the West Coast was included.
Now you can
West
and
Coast
you don't
was
like
included,
it.
And I still got a problem with it. But anyway, you know what? I'm saying that now. It might all work out fine. It worked out fine last year.
Right.
It's just my personal opinion.
Well, yeah, and it's a good top 10.
But overall, with the little here and there and missing a little Ashley, it isn't a bad top 10.
Missing a little Ashley.
It really isn't a bad top 10.
You're right.
I didn't think I'd be saying that today.
Right.
Because I was very unhappy, as you know, about some of the cuts.
Oh, yeah.
The previous cuts.
But to me, the unhappiness with the cut stopped after Hawaii. I'm okay now.
And I shouldn't say very unhappy, because I just get passionate about these shows. And
you are unhappy.
I just get crazy about them like a fool. But anyway.
Yes, like a fool.
One thing Katy did mention to us backstage, and she made clear to let people know, and I think it's because there was some humming last year. I know I was one of them. The 3 of them made all of those decisions.
Oh, sure.
She made sure that was a point, because I kept thinking, is there a producer in the back? Come on,
somebody
Katy.
in their ear telling them something.
Someone is saying that. No. I always was very suspicious of that the first season.
Yep.
Very suspicious.
And she said that they wanted to make sure that was the thing, that the 3 of them make the decisions. The 3 of them make the cuts. The 3 of them decide, who goes, who stays, because that was like their job.
Also, another thing that always came out a lot last year, she also made it quite clear too. She was giving us.
Yeah, she's like, let me break this down.
I know what you guys are saying on social media and on your report.
And under your breath.
She also said she read stuff on the internet to see what they were saying about the contestants and everything else. She didn't read stuff about herself.
Right.
She was happy they were talking about something besides herself. And she also made a point to say that about the being very nice and being very, Lionel goes, they're being like, people they're being very, very nice. And she was like, at this stage, you want to encourage everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
14. She doesn't want to bring them all down now because of that.
Yeah.
I think they're a little too nice.
I don't know.
So I
don't think they're too nice. I don't think they're too nice. I think that this was the kind the thing where they were thinking about the actual contest overall.
Yeah.
I think today or that day was not the day to really beat up on somebody because it's already intense. It's already emotional. They went through the emotional gamut right there, and the last thing I think they needed was.
I don't mean Monday, but I mean Sunday. But I think now, the way she made it sound like come Disney Week, they're going to keep it real a little bit quicker.
Well, what did Lionel Richie say? He said a lot of people think they're too nice, and he told us this backstage, but he likes to tell people that this is American Idol now after Simon Cowell had the kid.
Yeah, that was funny.
Because you think about it.
Yeah.
Simon Cowell.
After the old Simon Cowell.
Right, the harshest one after.
The new Simon Cowell's a little soft.
Yeah,
the old
Simon Cowell. And why is he soft?
Because he has a kid. That's what I've asked him a couple times. He doesn't want to admit it. I'll have to ask him again. But because Simon would have told Eddie, your outfit is horrendous.
Your voice is even worse. Yeah.
So and so and so. And then one time he said on season 9, he goes, I think Paula was Kira, Ellen, someone said he was being mean, and he goes, I'm sorry. I'm saying what America's thinking at home. This is the best you can find.
And what a record executive will say.
And he was right.
To his scouts.
And people think he's mean, but other contestants have said that the stuff that Simon told on that show helped them dealing with their record deals and making decisions on songs. Stuff he said is nothing of what they heard in studios and whatever. So Simon is giving you a reality of how the business really owns.
Yeah, giving you a little prime check.
Lionel said that. That was very funny.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty funny too.
So we have it. We have a top 10.
We have a good top 10.
It's going to be, it might be good.
Yeah. And
it might be bad. We'll see. I think it's going to be good.
I think it'll be good.
We'll see after Disney Week.
Yeah, we'll see after Disney Week when other things happen. And let's see, in the upcoming week on Disney Night, Maddie Poppy's returning.
Maddie and Caleb.
Yes, Maddie and Caleb are going to return.
Caleb are coming, and I believe the contestants.
It's nice to see that.
We're going to be working with Rebel Wilson.
Oh, right, exactly.
That's on Easter Sunday, which will have to be on Easter Sunday. It'll be a live show. They went to Disneyland.
And Rebel's a singer and performer
to tape all the stuff you see on the show Sunday. But
so
the show Sunday will be live. Mm-hmm. They got to get to ride any rides they want.
I know, I'm like, what?
Wait. I would have to rides when you're going on first, and can I jump in that van? The van was outside. I jump on in there and go to Disneyland.
It would have been nice.
And they all talked about standing in line to Disneyland.
They have no wait. And they'll be with an escort.
And with an escort?
Really?
Sign me up.
Yeah, good for them.
Sign me up. So that's going to be that. They'll be voting roll live. I heard some rumors that Leah Michelle may be there. I don't know if that's
I heard that somewhere.
I don't really know. I think Rebel's the only person on the press release, right? And Caleb.
She's the one that I saw before. I don't remember.
Maybe some things have changed. I don't know exactly. But we know for a fact Rebel Wilson will be there.
And Maddie and Caleb.
And Maddie and Caleb will be there live. I think Rebel's the mentor. And Maddie and Caleb will be there live to sing. And that would be kind of cute.
Yeah, that would
be.
To
get the winner and the runner-up come back.
Yeah, to return to the roots.
So that'll be on the 21st. And on the 22nd, which is Monday, they're going to do a special.
Yes.
I'm so excited. They're actually going to do a get to know. Oh,
get to know the idols.
People on Sunday.
Right.
So
then we'll have our top 8.
Get to know the top 8, and they're going to show some behind the scenes stuff of them.
Right. That'll be nice.
Some stuff that they probably got in the cutting floor. Some new stuff. It's a special. So they won't be there live. Taping.
Monday, but
you're going to see a special.
Right. I think that would be nice.
We've been waiting for that for so long.
Because I feel like
you don't get to know them.
The season is so short.
Right. As opposed to January to May. You have from March to May. You don't get to know. You're voting.
Right.
And you don't get
You're
to know
missing
them.
like 8 full weeks.
So I think the special would help. So the top 8 that get that experience, I think it's going to be very, very lucky. It's very rare.
Right.
I think so. You danced it once. They didn't meet the top 10 special. It doesn't happen a lot.
Who do you think? It might be too early for you to tell, but who do you think won't be in the top 10? 2 people out of this 10.
It's a little hard to say. And I guess when we discuss this,
I can't.
Over. It's
right. I don't know if I can really make the decision.
It's going to be someone from those 4 people they saved, unfortunately.
Right.
Unless someone really, really.
No, I agree.
Tanks out. I could see at the moment, or it could be Wade.
Yeah.
It could be Wade, Raghu, Uche.
I could see Raghu and Uche leaving.
Who else did they say? Who was the 4th person? It was just 3. It was only 3.
Yeah, 3.
One of those 4, unfortunately. I hate to see it.
I hate to see it too, but I could see that.
But one of those 4.
Just depends on how strong the vote was before.
And they're gonna need to sing and I hope they really do good.
Sing their asses off.
Unfortunately, I know the songs have already been picked out. That's right. Thing too. A lot of times when you get a list of songs and you have to pick them out early.
Yeah, but
So sometimes you're wondering why they pick a song.
If I'm in that competition, shouldn't you be picking every song as if it's your last song?
Yeah, you should. But sometimes, like, if they pick it out and they already had it picked out 4 weeks ago.
So you go, oh, I guess I'll take Supercalifragilistic.
Yeah, I don't know how, if they can change it at that point, if they can change whatever else too. So that's going to be interesting.
Yeah, so we'll see.
It's going to be really great to see. And then Queen and Adam Lambert's coming.
Yes, that should be nice too.
We're going to have a Queen night.
Disney's doing the Queen special.
I'm on the side. The Queen special
ABC
is coming on April,
right?
And they're going to actually have American Idol Queen night.
Adam Lambert and Queen.
Adam Lambert's returning.
Yeah, that'll be nice.
Be very exciting because it's good to see a contestant return.
Yeah, and it's good to see a contestant who's been there. Who didn't win. And it's turned into this big, huge, worldwide sensation. So it'll be nice for people to see that you can make it.
And one of my favorite contestants from my favorite season 8. It's going to be great. So they got that coming up. They have the special Queen night. And wrapping up pretty soon to the finale.
3-hour finale.
Yeah, 3-hour finale coming up. So when you think about it, there really isn't that much time left.
Right.
There's only probably like 4 or 5 weeks left of this competition.
Right, which I think
it's going to go pretty quick. So you got to be sure to vote for your favorites.
And as Katy said at one point, don't assume your favorites are safe.
Don't assume your favorites safe. Because
I know we say it all the time, like, oh, she'll make it. She's going to be safe. She's going to be safe. But there's always that shocking elimination that kind of surprises people, so don't be fooled.
Also, the show is going to be soon going to Sundays only. There will be no Monday show for a few weeks before the finale. So that's going to be something where you're going to really have to get on and tweet and vote for your favorites. Right. It won't be an overnight.
And watch it live. Because there'll be a lot of live real-time voting.
Try to watch on the West Coast at 5 o'clock. Usually chilling back at Sunday.
Yeah, anyway.
Iced tea, be chilling,
Yeah, and you get it all out of the way before Game of Thrones comes on.
You get all the way.
Yeah, make your vote, everything.
Yeah, I can watch it for Unsung. I can get home in time for Unsung.
Anyway, TV1's Unsung.
TV1's Unsung.
Anyway, we've covered a lot. And we want to say congratulations to everyone who made the top 10.
Yes.
Good luck to them, and we will see them this weekend for Disney night.
Yep.
Anyway, you can find me on Twitter at Phyllis_Thomas. Belinda, where can people find you?
You can find me thinking I need to call Teddy Raleigh.
And say, hey, Teddy?
No, you need to contact American Idol and get a funk night going on there, and you could be the mentor. Bring your boy Bobby Brown.
I don't know about
Belinda's LA Music.
Okay, well, Belinda's LA Music. I don't know about the Bobby Brown. Bring Teddy for sure.
You don't have to call it. Call it an R&B night.
Yes. Okay. R&B night works for me.
A little something, and then R&B. Then you can throw in all styles of R&B.
Because people are gonna be like, "What's New Jack?"
You can even sing "Hold On, I'm Coming." Oh, it's already been taken. Good.
Yes, by Cynthia Erivo.
There you go.
She won't be back to save it. Anyway,
and Teddy could be the mentor. He could come
jam.
He could bring certain people. He could talk about artists he's worked with before.
Let's save that for another season or for another show.
Oh, on Jermaine's a pre-show. Jermaine, I'm calling you.
Jermaine. Anyway, I should cut this off before it gets any worse. Anyway.
Worse?
I mean, not worse.
Teddy's the man.
No, by worse, I mean on and on and on. See what I mean? There you go.
Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. Will that work better for you?
Yes. Okay, anyway. Good night, everybody. Thank you. Have a good one. And thanks to Ben Sound for this lovely closing music you're about to hear.